One of the things that I like about the method we use in this workshop is that I don't have clear expectations of what will come out of the workshop, meaning that it is really always a new process of discovering, of learning, of encountering problems, of seeing difficulties, of finding out finally what is it that interests us, and through going through this process of making different exercises. So I am very intrigued by what I'm watching. I mean, there are works that are more interesting than others, but it's really about the experience of the group finally, and it's not about one achievement or an accomplishment of one person, but really about the general feeling that the participants should leave the workshop with, meaning that they continue searching and making films, working with their materials, searching for their own voice, and this is the most important part. Of course, I mean, because finally it's about really the human relations that we build in the process of discovering who we are through the look at the other. This is where we redefine ourselves, we redefine our identity. And I think the most important part is to see the people working together, connecting, sharing ideas, exchanging ideas, learning from each other, and that's something that you cannot replace by any online activity. And there's this warmth between people that needed to exist to create, because finally this is what art should be about: is to explore the human nature and to have an exchange between people, and to have the participants meet each other in person. So doing the workshop in person is very important, and visiting the places and talking to people and to connect with subjects and to learn about life again, outside of your own home and your own world. This is very important. In the first place, I came to Palermo and I felt at home because it's it's a Mediterranean culture. This is where I come from, and I think this fact has been very important, for me to feel comfortable and even also feel very at ease in connecting with people and creating this atmosphere, which is in a way. As the workshop was planned, was to connect people to places in Palermo, in this place, which many of the participants, they don't come from here, so they came from somewhere else. But this shouldn't be an obstacle. In the contrary, actually, not being entirely from a place can help you as well to see things anew and with fresh eyes. So. The culture in Palermo and in Sicily in general is I perceived it as a very open culture, as a very welcoming culture, close to where I come from, because I was born on the Mediterranean. So I see deep connections that going beyond the normal definitions of languages, verbal languages, and ethnics and nations and all of that. There is much more which connect us than what separates us, particularly as people of the Mediterranean and particularly as people from the South. I think in general, of course, I feel much more connected because I'm working with what I like to work with and sharing my experience. which I couldn't do before being asked to do this workshop by Sicilia Queer. So it has been a very interesting experience for me to somehow also, rediscover this part of me that is a filmmaker and connected to this place, to Palermo. So this was very, very, in a way, very encouraging for me to deepen my observation of the place and my experience of Palermo.